my last name. That's a little Carrie Underwood for you.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. By the way, if you have not been yet, definitely check it out. Great way to spend a Wednesday or Saturday morning. Now, also, of course, we have realized, by the way, I hope everybody did have a great Independence Day holiday, especially if you had the 4-day weekend. We broke out the grill, but, of course, we know there's nothing more American hot dogs and hamburgers and a little bit of meat on the grill. But believe it or not, it is not the most American food. Yeah. Ranker went ahead and asked some people to vote for the most American foods, and hot dogs barely made the top 10 at 9. Number 1, fried chicken, which, I can see that. I can see that. Burgers did make number 2. Basically, barbecue in general was number 3. Buffalo wings, cheesecake, biscuits and gravy, peanut butter, jelly sandwiches, mac and cheese, hot dogs, and, of course, apple pie made the top 10, which are all great American foods. So I was wondering, are there any other great American foods? I mean, they got to have some honorary mentions. Grilled cheese sandwich, pizza is more American than anything. Chili's, s'mores, things like that. Chocolate chip cookies. I was just thinking, is there a really, well, what would be, I guess, your favorite? No? Or what do you think? There we go. That's it. I had to find a way to go ahead and place this. What do you think is the most American food out there? Which is a really interesting thing because a lot of foods came from overseas in different countries and everything else like that. One could argue that the hamburger is German because it originally the actual hamburger steak comes from Hamburg, Germany, right? So pizza, of course, has its Italian roots. Even orange chicken is not really Chinese, but of course it has its Chinese roots. So of all of these amalgamations right there, what do you think is the most American food? Now, being in the Southwest, or the West in particular, but in the Southwest, of course, one could say that tacos are the most American food. Taco Tuesdays, right? Well, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is the most American food? Go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call, 575-523-KGRT. Sending that text message, that's 575-523-KGRT. Of course, call in, text in. Leave your comments on our social media pages. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and X as well. So, yeah, I'm curious. After we've gone through the Independence Day holiday, everybody broke out their grills. Everybody had a lot to eat with friends and family, right? What do you think is the most American food? That is our question of the day.
Connecting listeners, local businesses, and the community.
Almost forgot to do that. Well, don't worry, we're good now. All right, so what do you think is the most American food? Yeah, go ahead and let me know your answers by calling them in, texting them in, 575-523-KGRT. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a lot of tacos. Kind of lean more towards a burrito myself. Or, how about this? Straight up classic American breakfast, bacon and eggs, right? That is probably the most American food that I can think of because a lot of people eat different things for breakfast. Got to watch out for those fishy breakfasts that you get from most of the places around the coast. But yeah, okay, there you go. Along with bacon and eggs, steak and potatoes. You can't go wrong with steak and potatoes. But what do you think is the most American food, after we've celebrated our Independence Day here? Go ahead and let me know your answers, 575-523-KGRT. Call them and text them in. Leave your comments down below. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the world today. Apparently, Barbie is pregnant. Not the real Barbie, of course. Margot Robbie allegedly is pregnant with her first child. She and husband Tom Ackerley, which met on the film set 11 years ago and wed in 2016, apparently they are expecting their first child, which is pretty awesome. Also, a wildfire is perilously close to Michael Jackson's iconic Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara County, California. Evacuation orders are in place, and the Ranches Road is blocked up. Hopefully, the fire won't get that. Also, the city of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, will be known as Swiftkirchen during Taylor Swift's Eras Tour performance there. Mayor Karen Welch approved the tribute from July 17th and 19th. The city will be adding signs to honor that. That's kind of really going overboard, but I guess the entire town is just a big town of Swifties. Let's see. John Cena announced that he will be retiring from wrestling in 2025. So next year, I think he said next year's WrestleMania will be his last. Travis Kelce seen crying during a Taylor Swift concert in Amsterdam. Not sure exactly what he was doing in Amsterdam. I know he was there with his girlfriend, right? But there are lots of things you can do in Amsterdam. Let's see. Netflix users are canceling subscriptions due to recent changes in pricing and ad-free options. Subscribers are upset about being forced to upgrade to more expensive plans or watch ads. People are calling the changes pure greed and opting to cancel their subscriptions, especially if you got those 4K subscriptions. Man, that one went up a lot. And I think a lot of people are just taking a look at a lot of those subscription stuff in general. I know I am. And car prices may be dropping for the first time in a decade. The average new car price is just under $45,000, or down 3% from last year. I'm wondering about that one myself, because I should probably stop buying cars that are like 25 years old. Yeah. And just a quick look at the box office. Despicable Me 4, $75 million. That's pretty good. The film cost about $100 million to make, did about 154 overseas, so $229.6 million. Even after 4 of them, and the Minions movie, still doing great there. Inside Out 2 made about $30 million this past weekend. Quiet Place Day 1, $21 million. Maxine and Bad Boys Ride or Die round out the top 5 there. So not a bad weekend for the box office. I am still waiting for Deadpool and Wolverine, because I feel that is just going to blow everything out of the water this year, in my personal opinion. And I will be watching that in a movie theater for sure. So once again, let me know your answers for our question of the day. What do you think is the most American food? Is it fried chicken, mac and cheese, perhaps? Anything that's on a grill could be considered the most American. Buffalo wings or cheesesteaks, or even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All of those are on the table, but what do you think is the most American food? Come on. I know somebody's going to say tacos out there, because the whole nation is just enamored with Taco Tuesday. I didn't say the best tacos. I said the most American, and tacos are a pretty good chance for right there. Or, like I said, the American breakfast, bacon and eggs right there, a little bit of hash browns on the side, and a cup of coffee. I'm always down for that. Let me know your answers for our question of the day today. What is the most American food?